The spokesperson of the Northern Elders Forum, Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, has called for caution over the constitutional amendment exercise at the National Assembly, warning that governors may selfishly alter the process. The elder statesman spoke about the ongoing exercise a day after lawmakers voted on more than 60 proposed amendments to the 1999 Constitution. Tuesday's vote has generated a controversy and debates, with some people praising parts of the endorsed amendments, including a local government autonomy, and others blasting the lawmakers for rejecting some proposed amendments, especially all those aimed at improving the lot of women in politics and governance. He expects that this crass selfishness will be on full display when the amendments are sent to state assemblies for ratification, and some of the amendments okayed by the National Assembly, which has been praised, can get rejected, further reducing the positives from the exercise. And for some time now, civil society organizations in Nigeria have expressed reservations over the domination of the nation's political space by the two main parties, the All Progressives Congress (APC) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP). In this special report, Clearview TV's Emefon Okon spoke with some Nigerians on the dominance of the two political parties and the implications for the nation's democracy.
A political party is a group of people who share similar political views, come together to contest elections, and try to hold power in the government. Since the First Republic, Nigeria has had multiple political parties, except during the Third Republic when there were only two political parties. The number has been fluctuating over the years. However, there have never been as many as they are today. Currently, Nigeria has 91 political parties, and they are likely to increase in the coming years. Despite this, only two parties, the APC and the PDP, have shown capacity to lead at the national level. Is Nigeria gradually imbibing two-party system like in America, where electoral politics have been nominated by the two major political parties, the Democrats and the Republicans? Or is Nigeria fast becoming India, which has a multi-party system with 8 national parties, over 50 recognized state parties, and 2,796 unrecognized parties, yet two main parties, the Bharatiya Janata Party, commonly known as the BJP, and the Indian National Congress, commonly called the INC, or Congress, dominates the political space.
Well, other ones are not serious now because, PDP and APC have come a long way, and beside that, they are organized and they were packaged. Other ones are just mushroom party who are maybe looking for money.
Well, that's because other political parties are not as popular or as competitive as APC and PDP. They are the most happening ones, and they've always been winning elections, so everybody wants to belong either in APC or PDP.
APC and PDP are the most common parties in Nigeria because of their wide coverage. And because of that, a lot of people are being integrated both in the rural and the urban areas of the country.
Yes, I said before, I think because they are the most popular parties in Nigeria now. These two parties, they are the most popular now. The rest are just followers.
But why is it difficult for other political parties in Nigeria to compete effectively and receive support from the electorate?
Because of the system we practice, poverty is a problem. Because if you want to have a new party, how do you finance it? And because of the society, most times people look at this, what they get. And I think is a problem. Until they correct that system, we'll keep doing the APC and PDP thing.
Well, because nobody wants to invest in where they will not make a profit. If you invest in other political parties, there's every possibility that they will not emerge the winner.
I wouldn't support any of the parties because both of them have failed us from this Fourth Republic of democracy.
As the jostling for the 2023 general elections begins in earnest with the release of the electoral timetable by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), will the existing parties be able to give the APC and the PDP a run for their money? Time, they say, will tell. Imefonokun, reporting for Clearview Television.
The Pan-Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere has marked calls for the Southeast to produce the country's next president, questioning those who think the region does not deserve the seats. The leader of the group, Ayo Adebanjo, said this on Wednesday during an interview hinging his arguments on federal character and equity. He said while the South-South and the Southwest have tasted power at the center, the same cannot be said of the Igbo-dominated Southeast. Speaking on Nigeria's governance, the elder statesman said the amendments to the constitution were not people-centered as the country adopted federal character to cater for weaker parts of the nation, a move he maintained has helped to foster unity amongst Nigerians. The top brass of the Nigerian police returned to the drawing board this Thursday in Abuja to take a comprehensive review of its crime-fighting strategies and their effectiveness in restoring internal security nationwide. Clearview TV's Mercy Eke was at the opening session of the strategic review meeting and now brings us the details.
The top echelon of the Nigerian police are meeting for the purpose of reviewing the country's internal security issues. Addressing participants at the meeting, the IGP Usman Al-Khalibaba outlined the progress the squad has made so far.
Between January 2022 till date, collected crime statistics reveal that 36 terror elements, 78 murder suspects, 110 armed robbery suspects, 50 kidnappers and 150 cultists were arrested during various police operations across the country. Aside these, 204 kidnapped victims were successfully rescued, while 155 firearms of various descriptions and 1,561 live ammunition were also recovered.
He therefore applauded the officers for their collective efforts and sacrifices in the fight against crime, even though a lot more is still expected of them.
In consequence of this progress we have made, I wish to utilize this opportunity to commend you and your officers and men for your loyalty, patriotism, and renewed vigor in the task of guaranteeing peace, security, and safety of our nation.
The Inspector General admitted that the Nigerian police is not yet close to achieving the national security goal of restoring an internal security, but assured the citizens that necessary measures are being taken to restore optimal confidence in the Nigerian police force. Mercy Eke reporting for Clearview Television.
An Akwa Ibom State High Court, presided over by Justice Basi Nkanang, has sentenced a 39-year-old man, one Monday Effiong, to life imprisonment for beating his 68-year-old father to death. The bricklayer, who hails from Bakpan Atang in Ibiono Ibom local government area of Akwa Ibom State, was found guilty of the offense. The convict is said to have beaten up his father over the allegation that he was a wizard responsible for the inability of his wife to conceive. In a charge of murder between the states against Monday Effiong Philip, the prosecution told the court that the convict had on 27 May 2017, upon the complaint of his wife against her father-in-law, punched his father with deadly blows and pushed him to the ground. The prosecution told the court that even when a neighbor carried the sexagenarian into his room, the convict locked up the door to his father's room and returned the following day with a patent medicine dealer, only to find the father dead in the room. Delivering judgment, which lasted for about an hour, Justice Basi Nkanang held that the invitation of the patent medicine dealer by the convict was an indication that in spite of the unwarranted and unlawful assault on his father, he had no intention of causing his death, nor did he know that death would be a probable consequence of his action.